course. There we go with our music. There we go. I mean,
our sitcom music. Come on.
This is how we start. So we are celebrating, of course, the Black history through the arts, and one company who has made it its mission to tell Black stories is Transcendence Performing Arts Center. And this February, they're gearing up to open their production of Crowns.
That's right, Nicole. And actually, this evening marks opening night. And this small but very, very mighty cast has been rehearsing this story for months to share with Mid-Michigan. And I had a chance to go behind the curtain to learn more about this Helen Hayes award-winning musical that's taking over Lansing. Everybody check it out.
Crowns, first of all, Black history, gospel music history, American history, and it's a small cast with a big impact.
The impact is being made through the use of hats, or as they serve in this production, as crowns. With over 20 crowns in this show, the musical by Regina Taylor is a celebration of Black history, identity, and of course, fashion. And it's told through the eyes of a young girl who suffers from a tragedy, but finds solace in the church.
It's really just like empowerment, like Black women empowerment, basically. People have been through hard times just like you, and you're not alone. You're never alone. And you can turn to the church, you can turn to God if you have to, if you need to.
Lynn Good plays the role of Amanda, whose brother is killed, and she's sent from her home in Brooklyn to live with her grandparents in the South. And when in the South, do as the Southerners do. As she embarks on this journey, she learns more about herself as the audience learns more about the history and stories that these crowns tell.
It was it sometimes was a sign of wealth. You saved up to buy your hats, and you were special when you could get that hat and you could get the shoes and maybe the purse to match. And there was a story that went along with buying of a hat, and how did someone give you the hat? Were you able to purchase the hat? How you went about getting the hat. And those stories are told to Yolanda and the rest of the audience. And they tell a story. The hats tell a story.
And with over 20 crowns that you'll see in the musical, the director of this show, Vanessa Cunningham Sanders, believes you'll fall in love with a new crown every time you see one.
There is a black hat with lots of bling on it. And today, that's my favorite hat. Right now, that's my favorite hat, just because it stands out.
But although the crowns are bedazzled, bright, and even breathtaking, they all symbolize a blessing.
So our hats are our crowns, because we are queens, and the crowns that we wear, like one of our lines is, we're going to meet the king, so we must look our best for church. And the hats represent our crowns that we wear when we meet God, basically.
And meeting God is music to their ears. The music is told using different genres that all blend together.
The music this is a period piece. And so the music features very classic gospel music, excerpts, as well as some Negro spirituals. You'll hear the character Mother Shaw kind of start the show with, I got a crown up into that kingdom, ain't it that good news, which is a Negro spiritual. But then we kind of mix some things up now without giving away too much. We've taken this period piece and added a little gloss. You might hear some of your favorites, maybe a little Oh Happy Day, maybe a little of the Clark Sisters. You never know. Come see.
And even though this musical takes place far from the Midwest, both Lynn and Vanessa believe it'll hit home with Mid-Michigan audiences.
So it's a learning experience for her. And I think the information that she gains through the show, some of the people will be learning as well.
Especially if like you're younger, just like me, it's truly important to like see how people change and what they go through, and that like there's so much sorrow and grief in the world, and it's good to like know you're not alone in any way, and that there can be happiness in your life.
Well, hats off to this wonderful
Yes,
cast.
and bravo, amazing.
Absolutely. Break a leg, everybody, this evening. The director also mentioned to me that this is the kind of show that you're going to want to see more than once, okay? But it opens this evening at Bethlehem Temple Church at 7 p.m. and it actually runs till this Sunday. The information is right there below. But I think we got to get our best hats and make sure we get a seat.
Yes, and have to go once and twice.
Yes.
Keep going because you never, with all those hats, I feel like you have to keep going so you can kind of find the small details throughout the show.
In each and every single one of them.
That's right. Well, amazing job. And like you said, break a leg. But our Black History celebration